Welcome back to the Prime Dude. Rob Edwards here. We're going to have a conversation about the 5 reasons why made to measure is better than bespoke in tailoring. Yes, I said it. You're not supposed to. Let's have a conversation because made to measure has been the only thing I've ever gone with for my reasons, and I think for reasons that many of you would agree with. Let's get this straight. 99% of the people out there cannot tell between a made to measure and bespoke suit. That's right. Just about everyone you're going to come across is not going to look at your suit and go, Rob, that's bespoke, not made to measure, right? Nah. Heck, most of them are not going to be able to tell from an off-the-rack, made to measure, or bespoke if the off-the-rack was altered by someone really good and your body type isn't that unique. So let's get this straight. If you get a bespoke suit, you're paying for a basting, multiple fittings, a jacket that's going to be sculpted to you in at least 3 or 4 visits to that same tailor. And then that is going to go to cutters. That's going to go to fitters. A whole team comes into the process. You're paying for unique fabric that's made by a mill for that tailor, for that house, that is specific to that clientele, and only a few people are going to have it. That's where the cost is in bespoke, in that fabric, because it's so exclusive. The folks that make the suit, the artisans that put it together, that sew it, that go through all that work, they're not in it to be wealthy. The margins are too tight. So even though that suit is $4,000, which is where bespoke suits start, in the multiple fittings and everything you go through, you're not paying that tailor, that cutter, the fitter, the sewing team, whoever is involved in making that suit, they're not making a lot of money per suit. It's in the fabric. Is it worth it? Me? It hasn't been yet. I don't own one bespoke suit. And again, let's get into those 5 reasons why I think made to measure is better. And let me tell you, a lot of these bespoke houses are offering made to measure. Ask Oki's going to it. There's a big one in France, well known. They've just started offering made to measure at roughly half the cost of their bespoke suits because people are figuring it out. We know that if we want to put together a closet, a wardrobe of suits, it's going to get real expensive going $4,000 and up for bespoke when we can do half that or better in made to measure. So, reason number 1, let's get right to it, the cost. Easy enough. We'll cut right to the chase. Made to measure is less money, and you're going to get a fit that is custom to your body. And why? Why question it? Why not start there before you jump to bespoke and get a suit that's going to be something I'm frankly afraid to wear because I'm a working man. I'm not here getting these suits and trying them on and walking around the house or going to one office. I'm wearing them on planes, on trains, in ride shares that might be dirty. And if something's $4,000, $5,000 on my body, I don't want to put that much money and risk into it getting damaged, stained, or worse. So for me, made to measure is worth it, even though I've got some great jackets that are off the rack that fit me fantastic at a 42 regular. I typically just have to have the sleeves taken up a little bit. But I do like a custom fit suit. I can do it in one measuring. Once I lock it in with that tailor, I've got one that I love. She doesn't need me to do any updates. I just look at fabric cuts and patterns in a book when I can visit or on pictures, and she can make a suit perfect fit for my body, and it saves me a lot of money compared to bespoke. Number 2, it's faster. I've already alluded to the number of fittings required for bespoke. You've got to go through what could be a months long process or longer to get this beautiful suit that's probably going to fit you perfectly. But I know somebody who only wears bespoke suits and it's taken him 8 fittings for a tailor to get it right. I'm sorry, I don't have that much time when I'm dropping 4 G's, 4 large or more on a suit. My made to measure folks, if I go with somebody new that's reputable, I just did at a place in Winter Park, Florida. It's called Siegel's. Fantastic spot. You wouldn't know it's there, which are the best ones. They sell a lot of things clothing-wise in that store. They're back in the corner for the men's shop. Custom fit suit, fits me perfect. One measuring it took. They sent it to me. I tried it on. Did not need any adjustments, and I know how my suits are supposed to fit. So think about it. The faster part, too. So it's cheaper. It's faster, and I don't want to say cheap. These are quality fabrics I'm picking every time I have made to measure, and they cost me about $1,800 to $2,200. It would cost me double or more to go through the bespoke process, and I wouldn't have it nearly as fast. And I'm sorry, I don't have time to make multiple trips somewhere or go through a by mail shipping basting process where I'm trying on part of the suit, sending back pictures. I've done it with proper cloth. They're made to measure. And again, it only took once. So I've really spread out my made to measure custom experience. And I can say it's certainly not only less money, but it is faster. Now, cloth variety, the fabric. You have more variety than you can think of with made to measure. Just as much probably with bespoke, but again, you're going to get it faster and you're going to get it for less money. So you go through all they call swatch books, the fabric books, the cloth books, pages and pages. Most of the reputable made-to-measure tailors have those books from all over the world. When I was fitted in China at a made-to-measure house that I ended up buying 5 suits because the company I work for got a 60% discount. This isn't those manufacturer houses, those tailors in the big giant mall-like shops. This is an elite place in Shanghai where very wealthy businessmen from China and abroad come to get a deal on a near bespoke suit. And those suits cost me about $800 a piece because it's China. I was able to get it for less because the labor costs less. Beautiful suits. And I'm telling you, they took them too. So I had to go back, but I was traveling there. They got it in 2 fittings, and their fabric options were from all of the Italian mills. They had deals with them. Yes, it was real. You have to understand the wealth in China. They would not tolerate knockoff Italian fabrics. They had some English mills. They had a bunch of mills that were local, and that's why I got the suits for less, that had fantastic Super 120s, 130s wool, which is important there because it gets really hot. You need something that's cool year-round. So plenty of fabric options with made to measure that typically don't bump up your cost. Now, you start adding the Italian mills, you could pay $5,000 made to measure for some of these elite Italian mills and their fabrics. But again, that's made to measure. It's going to cost you 10 grand bespoke to get that fabric from an elite Italian mill that makes it just for that bespoke tailoring house. So keep it in mind. You got the cloth variety for less money. You can get suits in any color, any design. Trust me. And of course, made to measure is going to do all, and this is number 4, all of the sartorial things that we love about custom suits or bespoke are going to be offered in made to measure. What do I mean? Milanese buttonhole on your lapel, the custom thread accents, right? So you want a little navy blue on a gray suit for your cuff, your jacket cuff thread buttonhole, no problem. Made to measure places do all that if you want it. You want working cuffs, working buttonholes on your jacket, no problem. That's how they make it. My recommendation, because you're not going through the advanced fittings of bespoke, is go with something that is not a working cuff button the first time. They'll do it. Because that's the one measurement that always is a little off for me if I do made to measure in that second, or if I don't have a second fitting, they send it to me. And I want to keep the suit. It fits everywhere, but maybe the sleeves are a tad long. I think they're afraid to go too short because there's not much you can do. If it is a working cuff and you only need like a 1/4 inch, it'll be fine. It's a little more by the alterations tailor. But if they don't do working cuff buttons, right, they're just sewn on, that's a lot easier in the physics of how they sew that and bring those sleeves up a little bit. So keep that in mind. If you might need to make an adjustment, if you think it might be a little big, that's fine. Those adjustments are made. Then you just let the made to measure tailor. You say, hey, a little big in the waist. I had someone take it in 1/2 inch, and typically on your next suit, they'll knock something off. But the cuff, working cuffs can be a little tricky. So unless you're really confident those sleeve lengths are good, that's the one sartorial difference that you really don't need. And actually, I think it's sort of working its way out. The unbuttoned surgeon's cuff, as they call it. So it's not important to me. If I could have proper cloth not do it, I would. I don't need it. That button stays buttoned for me. But anything else custom that you'd want from made to measure, you want side tab adjusters instead of belt loops, or you want suspenders, they can do it. That's not exclusive to bespoke suits. And number 5, it's better for the basics. Yes, made to measure is better for basic neutral color suits. There's no point unless you have so much money you can burn. There's one guy I know a guy who knows a guy that has 20 suits made at a time in a bespoke house in Dubai. And he's not even fun for them. He basically throws these related to the Saudi royal family. And so he goes in and he gets it's all basic colors, bespoke. Sure, why not? He's got 20 suits coming. He's always got 20 suits going. That's not us. That's why I get kind of angry when people online recommend that you out there in YouTube world, me included, start with bespoke suits. It's going to take you forever. We've already covered that. It costs you a ton of money. And you probably need to start with something like navy or gray. There's really no point in a made or a bespoke suit in a basic navy fabric. Sure, it's going to be from an elite mill. It's going to be exclusive to the clients of that house that you're visiting. What about the 99%? It's not going to pop to somebody like having an odd jacket made by a bespoke house. That's the first thing I'm going to do. When I go bespoke, I like to buy a jacket first, make sure I lock that fit in. I'll do an odd jacket and maybe have the double pleated pants like Ask Okie loves. Absolutely, with cuffs, the whole thing. Do that bespoke. I just don't want to do that yet. I'm doing so well with made to measure because, first of all, if you're getting navy gray, even a green, solid neutral colors, the taupe, the browns, made to measure. Why would you go anywhere else? You don't need all those elite fabrics. You're going to get plenty of options at a made to measure place. So there's five. 5 things we can say make made to measure suiting better than bespoke. Less money, faster. Cloth variety. You have tons of options in fabrics and patterns. It is a sartorial dream. Go to a made to measure place. Heck, Suit Supply, which has made a name because they have different levels of tailoring options you can do, from off the rack, which they will essentially alter in-house. They've got their folks right there, to a premium line of made to measure with elite fabrics from all over the world. You can get all the sartorial touches you want, from the buttonholes, like I said, if you know what a Milanese buttonhole, I'm sure I put a picture up here. All those things, working cuffs, thread accents, everything you want in a made to measure place. And number 5, the basics, your neutral colors, your window panes. Made to measure have so many options. Those tailors have tons for you. So there's no need to bust your wallet going for a bespoke suit that's going to cost you twice that, in the $5,000+ range, in a navy suit that you're going to take to the office or have that needs to be a durable, every other day piece that's versatile, that you're going to pack in a bag. For $5,000, you want to roll that suit up or fold it up in a way where it could just get damaged over time? No way. Made to measure is perfect for you. Worsted wool, basic thread counts, Super 100s or better. You're going to be absolutely fine. So that rounds it out. Didn't want to waste too much of your time. I wanted to make you feel good about starting with a custom made-to-measure suit and not going for something crazy like these folks tell you in a bespoke and spending all your money. You're going to be months away from a suit, and God forbid you don't love it. You probably will. If they do their job, it's going to take you a long time. It's going to cost you a lot of money, and I don't know if the value's there in the fact that you're paying for an exclusive cloth. That's the main thing about bespoke. So keep that in mind. My recommendation for me and for most of us is made-to-measure suiting is better. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Please like, subscribe, hit the alert buttons, man. Share this channel with your friends, even with your enemies. Maybe you become friends. I don't know. Anybody that might want some advice and learn from my mistakes. This is one I didn't make. I've stayed with made-to-measure. I haven't gotten bespoke yet, and it won't be a mistake, but I'm going to wait in time for the value to be there for me. Keep that in mind, guys. Again, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for your time and support of the show. Drop comments if you're mad about what I said about bespoke. Let me know. Tell me why it's better for you. And as always, stay prime.